Do you agree with that position? Do you think Natalie Portman is anti-Semitic?
Definitely. People need to understand, everyone that boycott our prime minister, boycott us. What Natalie Portman did, she played as a tool for those that hate us more. What they say right now, they say, look at this. Even the most moral Jewish attack the Jewish state, attack the state of Israel, say they're doing things that belong to a very dark agent in our history. I don't agree with her. If she would come here, take the prize, and say our criticism, say something against us, it was okay. But to boycott, she crossed the line. If she don't want to be part of us, she need to give her citizen back. If she decided to convert her religion, I will accept this. But don't play double game. Don't be hypocrite.
Right,
don't say I'm Jewish and Israelis and work against us.
I mean, you hear Oren Hazan, a lawmaker, saying that this is unacceptable. She should revoke her citizenship. But this was also anti-Semitic because it's going against the government of Israel. It's an act of Jew hatred. Do you agree?
It's the easy way to handle criticism. When you say that someone is anti-Semite, then you are not listening to anything that he is going to say. And this is exactly what Oren is doing right now. He is trying to shut his ears and not to listen to the criticism and the voice coming from the Jewish communities in America.
Saying
just a second.
Accept to get a prize.
Yeah, but he didn't get the opportunity to speak. But let me finish.
She used our power to hurt us.
You decided as a state to give her the prize, so she's important. Otherwise, she will never get the prize.
She was important.
No, she is. But she is important even if she has criticism against the Israeli government policy. It's not about the Israel as a state. And with all due respect, you can criticize the prime minister and still to be a proud Jew.
Please, listen to me carefully.
I have a question for you. I have a question for you. What will happen?
I want to tell you something. It's okay to criticize our state. It's okay to criticize our prime minister, the way that we rule things. It's okay. But between this to what she did, there is a whole word between it.
I have a question for you.
She crossed the line. She boycotted. The moment
trying to get this question in.
I will answer to the question.
What would happen
What's the question?
if she will come to Jerusalem, be next to the prime minister, then she will be allowed to speak, right? Because she's not just a model. You would like to hear what she has to say.
And then,
just a second, and then she will say about the settlements and about the treatment that Israel is giving or not giving to the refugees coming from Africa. You will say, this is how a guest is going to handle Israel. You shame our prime minister. Go away.
Don't play a game inside the TV studio and outside.
I'm asking you.
You are my friend, and you know me carefully and good, and you know that I don't have a problem if somebody has something to say against me, against the way that I'm acting, against the way that I say that.
When you are getting a prize in front of the prime minister?
Day by day, you are crying from the left side of the map that we lost our royalty, that we don't act with royalty anymore. Suddenly, it's okay to come here to get a prize and break the table. I will not agree with this.
I want to tell you something. To be a model, to be nice and to smile.
But you say it is okay to criticize the prime minister. This is important in a democracy.
I do it sometimes.
Even
I do it sometimes.
But Natalie Portman said, I don't want to be on stage with Netanyahu. I don't want to shake his hand.
She could do it 3 months ago when they offer her to get a prize. She could say, listen to me carefully. Let's try to avoid the embarrassment. I don't want to get the prize because I don't want to share a table with Prime Minister Netanyahu.
But maybe the fact changed. She saw the government's policies about the migrants, the overturning of the...
She's a little hypocrite liar, and I will explain you why. Before we went up to attack her, she stand on our talks. She boycotted all the state of Israel. Suddenly, when she realized that the new Jewish, the new Israelis don't sit quiet anymore. When somebody attacks us, we fight back. When she understands that what we did to her in the social network can hurt her with Jewish important people in the let me just finish my words. When she understands that what she did can hurt her career, she suddenly changed her strategy. And suddenly she said that she only against Benjamin Netanyahu. And I will say it again.
What's wrong with that?
She updated
her position.
First of all,
don't boycott. Don't do a game that will be a tool for those that hate us.
First of all, she's not just against Netanyahu. She's against Netanyahu policy and the values that Netanyahu promotes. And your response is actually making the fact that she is right. right. Because if the way that you are treating criticism is by saying you are anti-Semite and we will hit you back, instead of it, listen to the criticism that... No, let me finish. It's not just her. It's about the American Jewish communities around the world that see the policy of the State of Israel, your policy, and saying this is not democratic, this is not Jewish, this is a contradict to the values that we support, and therefore there is a huge gap between us. Your response is just making this gap bigger because you are so hostile, and this is why people don't feel that they have something in common with the State of Israel. When you are in leadership.
Use your water and listen to what I have
She
to say.
feels connected to Israel. She says she feels connected to Israel.
I don't believe her. A guy or a girl,
look at her history.
Someone that's connected to Israel will never stab us in our heart.
Guys, let's look at this graphic. She was born in Israel. She speaks fluent Hebrew.
And since then, she don't have no connection with us.
She was here 2 years ago.
Because she was coming to enjoy the view.
She was taping a movie here.
She was here just a few years ago filming a major movie.
Why she got the prize, Owen? Why you decided to give her the prize? Because she's nothing? Because she's against us? You cannot accept criticism. This is the problem.
Stronger than you. I will tell you clearly. The fact that she is a great actor worked for her. She managed to manipulate the guys that wanted to give the prize. This is not the first time she acts like this.
But she said, I don't support
Natalie Portman using her identity as a Jewish Israeli to work with her career, and in the same time, she's proud that she ran away from
citizenship for her career.
Don't lie to us.
Give her some respect, with all due respect.
And I'm not talking about a small corporation.
She's not successful because she's Jewish or Israeli.
That is nobody. I wouldn't act like this. But when Natalie Portman, with millions of fans around the world, working around the State of Israel, and doing a boycott, we cannot let
it happen. In your mind, what should happen to her citizenship?
If it was dependent on me.
She says it's important to her. It's important to her identity. She shoots movies here in Israel.
I send a letter to the Minister of Interior. I ask him, please, take her
This is exactly why
is not part of us anymore. She isn't a part of us anymore.
You prove that the criticism is totally accurate because if you are taking... No, let me finish now. Owen, if you are... Citizenship is not a prize. Citizenship is not a prize, it's a basic right. And if you are, as a member of the parliament, saying take out the citizenship because the things that you are saying, you are not a Democrat person. And this is the message you deliver. You are actually, you can say but this is not democratic. I don't think that we should take your citizenship because of the things that you are saying. I disagree.
Stick my hand out here and put a little break. I appreciate you guys so much. This is a big story. It continues to be a big story here in Israel.